We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Tim Davie has tonight resigned as Director General of the BBC, along with the CEO of BBC News, Deborah Turness.
I stepped down over the weekend because the buck stops with me. But I'd like to make one thing very clear. BBC News is not institutionally biased. That's why it's the world's most trusted news provider.
Is there institutional bias at the BBC?
There is no institutional bias. Mistakes are made, but there's no institutional bias.
Are you going ahead and suing the BBC?
Well, I guess I have to. You know, why not? Because they defrauded the public, and they've admitted it, and their top echelon.
Director General and the CEO
This
both
is
resigned.
within one of our great allies. You know, they actually changed my January 6th speech, which was a beautiful speech, which was a very calming speech, and they made it sound radical. And they actually changed it. What they did was rather incredible. They're showing me the results later on, the results of what they did, how they butchered it up.
You see the BBC thing? The BBC thing is crazy. He's the president, and you're lying about what he said publicly, which is on the internet, which anybody can see. Like, it is the clearest, like, indication of how that woke shit was rotting people's brains.
I'm just getting a little bit tired of hearing, the BBC have made a mistake. Everybody's saying mistake. It really isn't a mistake, is it? A mistake is me calling you Julie instead of Julia, or you calling me Chris.
And deliberate. It's a deliberate, and it was politically motivated.
Now, this, of course, is coming from the holier-than-thou BBC that even has its own so-called fact-checking service named BBC Verify that they claim counters disinformation. Oh, the irony.
The BBC here dropped a massive own goal. Right? They basically invited exactly what's come. In the way that they spliced up, or the independent film company October Films appear to have spliced up the Trump speech in a way that was misleading, they're basically saying to Trump, come and get us.
I think it was stupid. I think it was moronic. I think it was the sort of error that someone wouldn't even make having just left journalism college.
Can I just ask you, thank you very much, Mr. President.
Where are you from?
BBC.
Okay. Here's another beauty.
It's a good line. Impartial, free and fair.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. President.
Just like CNN, right?